Hey, welcome back. Let's try this again. So hopefully you can see I got the log up on the sawhorses. The good part is this, it's leaning down. That's going to help in the milling. Um, it feels pretty stable. I think it's going to be fine just like it is. I'm going to get you guys a different angle. I did touch up. I'll show you what happened to the chain. The chain was gooped with sap. So that definitely added to the issue here. I'll tilt it up here and I'll show you. So I don't know if you can see. I'll get you in close. If you see the drive links are like full of sap. And I did use a whole tank of oil in the saw. And I was running the auxiliary oiler, but this just going through those weird sap things, it really filled them up. So that definitely made a difference in how sticky it was going through the cut. This is the first time we've seen this. Going downhill like this, it's going to be better because what's going to happen is my auxiliary oiler, make it so it doesn't fall off. If you look at my bar tip here, all my auxiliary oiler oil is going to flow down to the infeed side because of the angle. So that's really going to feed it's going to feed a lot of oil to the bar. It's actually going to over oil it, which is good because it will clean it. So hopefully, if everything goes right, my bar is going to be clean when I get done. I got to fire this thing up. I'm going to pause you guys. I got to fire this up. I'll get it up on the mill. I'll get you a good angle. You're going to want to watch it probably from over here. And I got to take the door off my Bobcat because I think I'll have to take these slabs off up in the air. That's a good view there. I'm going to pause you guys, get the door off the Bobcat, fire up the saw, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to cut. You'll get to see a little bit of the difference cutting downhill. Now, the only bad part of this is that, like I was saying before, that triangle upright is going to be riding on that sharp edge. So I got to do a little finagling as I come down with the saw head to get it to feed along, because it won't just feed along nice and smooth on the runners on the bottom. So, because it's pulling itself into that sharp edge. I'll show you when I'm in the cut. All right, so we're at 237 on the video, and also I will stop and show you what happens with that upright. Some people put a little PVC bar on them. Or some PVC rollers to help with this problem. I just never have. So I'll show you when I'm in the cut. I'll stop and show you what's going on. Let's pour the oil to it. So I'll show you what happens. And now obviously that pitch in that thing is really making the bar stick. I should be flying through this, but what happens if you see that upright right there, it's digging into this overhang right here, so it can't just glide along. So what I end up having to do is I end up having to push the heel, pull the heel up and push it forward a little bit, and pull the heel up and push it forward a little bit. The other thing that's going on is that tip's not keeping up with me very well. So every now and then I will pivot around this and pull the tip so it gets ahead of me a little bit. Should get better in a couple of inches here, especially when I get out of the sap, because it's the sap that's doing it. And I am really pouring the oil to it. So we'll fire back up and we'll see if we can get this cut finished. And I'll say that was whatever we end up at, that was probably, I don't know, a minute at a time. So say we started at 3 minutes and that took a minute. All right, that was miserable. That was a miserable cut. That did not cut good at all. So what this is leading me to believe is something happened to that chain. When I kind of dusted it off, my bottom cutters were a little bit rounded in the towards the working corner a little bit. Um, I don't know if there's something in the log that did it or whether it hit the mill maybe. I'm not sure. I didn't see any spots where it looked like it could have hit the mill. Um, but that was a slow cut. I've used up certainly that thing's on fumes right now. I'll show you the chain. We'll take this thing off, see what it looks like. It's going to probably look like a beaver ate it off a little bit because it was not smooth. It's probably going to be lots of lines in this one. I can get this thing off. It does get more. Oh, it's going to fall and bust. So I'm going to pause you guys, and I'm going to take this off of the machine. Well, maybe you want to see it, right? Let's just go ahead. So we were at like 16, 3, 13. That was probably close to a 12-minute cut, which is about the max of a tank. Let's come in and get the slab off. Of course, one pain in the ass about getting slabs off in the Bobcat is the fact that I got to climb in here with my chaps on. Man, yeah, I went through a lot of shit in that cut in the beginning. I'll show you guys. We went through a lot of stuff. Let me get this out of the way. It's like some sort of animal pocket in the middle of this tree. Probably full of dirt. That was right about where it slowed down too. When it started cutting, it was cutting good. Yep. There's a big old animal rot spot in this tree here. Hopefully I don't have any. Oh my God, it's all dirt. Oh my goodness, yeah, I'll show it to you guys. That's what killed me right there. Oh my God, it's pine needles and dirt and sticks and rocks. That's was cutting so good at the beginning. I might be borderline done with this log. Use the rest of it maybe for a table or something. Oh yeah, fish cut. Pretty miserable after that. Real raggy. Chain's nice and clean though. Get that part taken care of. Wait till you see this crap. Holy shnikes. Gotta stop swearing. Look at this crap. It's all dirt and pine needles and rocks. Yeah, look at the rocks. Rocks in there. Yeah. I don't know if you can see the rocks that I can see. Yeah, so we cut right through that. You can see that is a chain killer right there. Oh my goodness. Right dead in the middle of the tree. That's all that fell out of it. Yes. Oh yeah. That's years worth of mud and dirt. Probably seeds and everything else in there too. That stuff is nasty. Good for a garden, not good for a chainsaw chain. Whoa. So I think what I'm going to do before I make a determination if I'm not going to cut anymore, because now I'm going to have to go through and file that chain completely. I don't know if there's enough left in the bottom down here. Yeah, I mean, there's one more real good slab in that, and that's probably worth $100. So if I can file out and get at least one more out of it, it is going to have that big hole in it, though. I'll try to clean that out and see if I can figure out how deep it is, make sure I go below it. But then that's going to leave you thin side on the top. It's almost not worth it. It's almost worth it more to take this and make it into a table for outside and not touch it again, because you can see where that hole goes right through right there. So these slabs are going to have a big hole in them. But yeah, that's a chain killer. That's why it took so long, because it was cutting really nice up here. Like the first couple of feet, it was just kind of like self-feeding down, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, man, what a dummy you are for not milling at an angle all the time. It's just kind of feeding itself down, and then bam, it went to, holy crap, push the shit out of it. So yeah, well, let's look at the chain. Chain's cleaned up. This is just putting oil to it. You can see it's nice and clean. None of that pitch is still there. Maybe a couple, maybe little spots, but overall pretty clean. Teeth, nah, they're not. They got the buildup on them because they're probably also dull right now. That's why that buildup is burnt onto them. But overall, cleaned up the chain good. It's just all gonna have to be filed all the way through again. Big file job, not a little file job. Real file job. Take it out, put it in a saw vise. Do a real file job, not a touch up of the teeth. So my guess is, well, I don't know what to think about the cut before that. I don't know what it hit. Oh, let me get you guys set up. You're looking at me like I'm Andre the Giant here. I don't know what happened with the cut before that, but that cut, that's what happened. And that probably wiped it pretty good. So that's what happens when you mill. I hate to keep using that saying, but it's the truth. Shit goes like this when you mill. So I'm going to get that one put over there and figure things out. I don't know how much more I'm going to get done today. If I get a bunch done today, I will certainly video it. But for now, appreciate the watch. And with our toasted chain, 56 inches, 168 drive links, this Pirate Solutions out.